Hey guys, this is CJ in my eBay building. Haven't made a video in a while. The reason for that is because, well, look, my building is just way too full. It is with inventory, with stuff that needs to go online, with stuff that hasn't been on, that is online, that is selling. It's just what really broke the camel's back, I guess you could say, is the huge purchase of a bunch of comic books. As you can see here, all these right here are full of comic books. I bought 108 video games and 4,700 comic books. Well, my building was already close to max, and now it is beyond that, and we can't even move around in it. So we are in the middle of redesigning. So what we're doing now, and I'll keep the video going as we go about it, but we are tearing down. We're removing all these shelves that I have here. These shelves, this shelf right here and this shelf right here, and basically what's been put on the floor is stuff that needs to go online. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all this out. I'm going to put it in the back of our car right there. We're going to remove these shelves. Then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all these comic book boxes out. And I'm going to set them outside or inside my wife's building that's right next to us. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we're going to try to pull the rest of the shelves forward where we can, because we're wanting to get back here and build new shelves. So I'll probably have to remove this shelf right here too, this white one, to be able to pull those back. So should be fun, should be a lot of work. Let's go over here and take a look and see how my wife's doing right now. I'm doing the removing of the material. As you can hear, she's building the shelf. So here it is. She's this is what the shelves are going to be like. We went and bought a bunch of wood to build the shelves out. So these are going to be permanent shelves, not you know, like you go and put them together, plastic shelves from Lowe's. They're going to be mounted to the wall, flush up against the wall. Now, as you can see here, this shelf has 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. What we're hoping to do is create 5 rows on the wall, all the way down, 5 rows. So, and then have space down below it as well. So then I'm gonna take these comic book boxes and I'm gonna tuck them underneath there. And the game plan with the comic book boxes is, of course, as I put them online, I will label the boxes as A, B, C, so on. And then same with on eBay. And so when I have a comic book that sells, I'll look and see that it's in box A. I'll just pull box A out, find the comic book, and there we go. So that's the intentions right now. I'll check back in when we get a little bit further. It's going to be a quick second for you. It's going to be a long time for me. So I'll be checking back in just a minute. Alright, so we've made some progress. So as you can see, we have now cleared out everything from the wall. That was fun. We got the shelves pre-built, which I don't know if I want to do that way, but that's how we're doing it, I guess.
Hey, have some faith.
And we have moved all the shelves that have the stuff that is for sale online over. Everything we moved out was stuff that was not for sale yet, that was still needed to be listed. So alright, we're going to start trying to build the first shelf now. So I'll get back with you in just a minute. Alright guys, so we didn't get completely done. This is a new day. We're pretty close though, we're looking good. So let me show you what we're working with here. This is what it ends up looking like. This bottom shelf is 100% complete, as you can see there. And then we got a good place for the comics now. So next step is just to get these planks put down on top of these rows. We got this row, and this row to put the planks on. Once we do that, I have these clear plastic bins that are going to slide into here. Those plastic bins are going to be labeled A through whatever. And all this inventory that you see here is going to go inside of it. So that's going to be the fun part. Is basically we're going to have to inventory our inventory. So I have to go through, I have to figure out what everything is and what bucket, I guess, it's going into, bin it's going into. So that's the next step after we get these tied down. I think I might go ahead and start doing some down here where I can gain some room over here. So what I'll probably do is go ahead and put a few bins down, go ahead and start moving this inventory into that bin where I could break this this shelf down to gain some room in here. And that's how it's going to go. So yeah, I never wanted to be the person who had their stuff in bins. I didn't really like that, but I see a reason for it. It's very organized, and it's the best way to gain your space, right? Because you have one bin sitting in it and you have 10 items sitting down into it. So basically you're just taking up that space inside that bin. So yeah, so that's my next thing. After I get done with this, I'll start working on that and show you guys the progress pretty soon. See you then. Alright, we're on day 3 of the building build out. So we had a couple slip ups yesterday, but not so much with the build out of the racks, but this is where we're at now. So as you can see, we have started filling up the inventory right there. Now we're right here. These clear containers will be called A, B, C, D. You get the idea, and so on. One cool thing, so this is all we have left. We have to break down this rack here, and then we got to break down this rack here. Most of this rack, so the top shelf is going to be for big stuff. So those are things that's not going to go into a clear container. We don't have the stuff up there yet. As you can see there, the floor's not on it yet. We ran out of these 1x8s here. So once we get those, we'll fill that up. But one cool thing I just realized just a minute ago, and I don't think it was part of the design, but watch this. So let's say I fill these racks up, which I don't think I will for a while, but if you could push this one back all the way to the very back, you can put this one here, and so now I can I can double them up. So that would then technically, I know this one is B, but let's say that's A, B, C, D. So this whole rack right here would only, if I did it this way, which, at one point in time, it may get to that point in the future. I'm not going to do it now. This one rack that is filled right now would actually only fill to, I think, right here. So that would make it where I have another half of the rack left. And I don't even have this rack completely done yet. Casey's working on that now. As you can see here, there's a space still here that I have to fill in. So this rack's not even full. That's what she's doing here. So, and what I'm doing is I'm filling these up. This one I'm working on right now. I filled it up, and then I'm gonna go over onto the computer. and I'm gonna place what is in the into the container online. So, you know, I go through and find each one of these things and revise the listing and call it bin F. So that's where we are now. 2 racks left, we're almost done, and then we got some cleanup back there to do, which shouldn't be too bad. But probably next video, hopefully these 2 racks are gone, and we can then talk about what we're doing over here, which is not too much. We're trying to think of a good idea of what to do with the cardboard boxes that need to go online. So that's it as of now. Moving forward, we got a lot of things going on, and I feel that once all this is done, we're just going to have a big open space here. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be the most room I've ever had in this building, even from the very beginning. Now, one thing, we are putting a rack that's going to be jetting out this way for our inventory. So that's what we have coming up after we get all this done. This is stuff that is online. All the inventory stuff that's not online is out in our cars. So we have 3 vehicles. All that inventory is sitting in 2 of our vehicles, basically filling it up top to bottom. So we really need to get that moved out because we need to start using those cars again. So that's where we're going to be. So wait a few minutes. It's only going to be a second for you. It's going to be hours for us, but that's where we're going to be shortly. So let's get back to that. All right, so this is where we are now. We got, I think you guys saw this last time. We have all that done. We have all these done, and we ran out of bins. And the local Walmarts that we have around us don't have any, so we still need to get some more bins. Then we started doing this right here. This, though, is inventory that needs to go online. So we're about to bring in next, we're about to bring in the rack that has the that's going to hold the inventory. So that's what's going to start happening next. This good bit of this, some of it is still going to go into the plastic bins when we get them tomorrow, but some of this is going to stay on what we're going to call the large shelf. Again, up there is going to be the large shelf. We just don't have the planks for it yet. So over here now, this is the glass shelf. So this is kind of like porcelains and glasses and stuff like that. This right here is going to be things that go to our antique booth. And all the rest of this stuff's going to stay the same. I mean, other than what's all over the floor, of course. We're still getting through all that. But this is going to stay the Funko rack. So there's going to have the Funko Pops. It's going to have puzzles and games and pictures and such on it. And this is just going to house video games like it has been. And then this is going to stay the book rack. So we're getting through it now. And and then we have the shoes down there. That with the big A on it is going to have a better A than what you see. That's just a pencil A. But that is now the comic books that are online. So every comic book that I have online right now is in that. And these are all comic books that need to go online. So we're getting close to being done. We're actually going to move the rack in now. I'm still putting indications of where everything is online. I'm almost done with that, and the next thing is to start getting the inventory back in here, and then once we get new bins, clearing all that up, and we'll be ready to go. But look at the space. I think the video that I showed at the very beginning showed how much space I didn't have. Look at now, and all this will eventually move. So we're getting there. All right. Alright, new update. So, we basically got this area done. Still got work to do back over here, and over here in the photo booth area, and basically my desk. But the area that we set out to do is basically done. So, as you can see here, I did end up doubling up the shelves. You can get a good view from here, from the extras. I did have to double them up just to make the room work out right. If not, it would have been full pretty easy, quick. But as you can see here, A, and it goes in alphabetical order. A and B is behind it. C and D is behind it. E, F, and it follows the alphabet all the way down. So M and N is full inventory that is online at this time. O is the start of inventory that boxes or bins that we could put new inventory into. So O, P, and then I don't have these labeled yet, but Q, R, S, and T. So one thing I did do is I did create, I think I covered this already, but this is a hat bin. So all hats just go in there, and I labeled it hat bin. This is glassware, so it has its own little spot, you know, things that are breakable, glassware, whatever. So it's all going right there. So we did have these boxes here. So a long time ago, last year, right before the pandemic started, oh no, right at the pandemic actually, I went and bought out a coffee shop. I'm sure you guys have heard of it, heard me talk about it before, people who've watched my videos. This is just the remnants of that. So this is what's left of the coffee shop that everything that I bought in that coffee shop that was going out of business. So what's left is this, and the No Bite Me up here. That's just like a No Bite Me cream. That stuff sells all the time. I sell about 1 or 2 of the 8, I think it's 2.5 ounces of cream almost a week. So, and then another decision I made. So we were doing this all along. This is the large inventory. So this is things that doesn't really make sense to go into a box, just because how large it is. It all is up here. I have a little bit of extra space there to continue going to. So not a lot of room left for large inventory. Plenty of room left for small inventory, which is basically what I typically sell. Down below, so originally we were going to use this shelf right here as just inventory that needs to go online. Well, once I started putting stuff on it, I realized that is not going to work. So instead, we are now using the bottom shelf as our inventory that needs to go online. So this is all inventory that needs to go online. What we're going to probably end up doing, because I still have some more stuff to add. Well, we're going to have a flow over here. We are going to use the bottom, the first 3 shelves here on this as flow over. These top 2 shelves here will end up being for outgoing mail. So as we're packing it up, it gives us a place we could set the mail at as we're waiting for pickup, or we're taking to the post office, whatever it needs to be. That way it's just, it has a place, right? So that is what's going on. I still have this area over here to go. As you can tell, it looks like a pretty big mess. I think it's going to be quick and simple to clean up, though. It's nothing like compared to what I had to do over here. So we're trying to figure out and get an idea of what to do with boxes. Boxes take up a lot of real estate. Boxes, what I mean by boxes is boxes that we're using for shipping that are new boxes. It takes up a lot of real estate. So we're still trying to figure that one out. And then there's just stuff over here that either it just needs to go or it needs to have a place, which I'll figure that out. Same with our shipping area. It's gotten a little crowded. I need to figure that out, get some of that stuff moving around, take some stuff to Goodwill if it needs to be, whatever. But the space that I have now in this building is miraculous. It is so much better. I'm also going to clean this shelf up right here a little bit. This is what I call the bookcase. So bookcase, book rack, above window, and then each bin is labeled its number. So that's basically my, and then the large rack, large rack is a large shelf is what I call it. So that's how I ended up doing it. It's working for me. It's provided me 150 times more organized than what I was, which is great. I've already sold off a couple of these shelves that I'm not going to be using anymore, so that's great as well. And I hope by the end of the day, which it should be, I'll have all this done. And I haven't been putting anything online. I've been focusing on this. So once I get all this done, start putting things back online, start filling up these empty bins, and keep going about my business. One funny thing is, these bins here that I'm using, they are 27 quarts, 26 liters. So 16 and a half length, 13-inch width, and 12 and a quarter height. I have bought these out from every Walmart in my area, about a 40-mile radius. It's been 4 Walmarts I've gone to get to this point. So I'm hoping that I don't need to buy any more bins for a short period of time. You know, of course, the idea is as these things sell inside these bins, I will replace it. So maybe I won't need more bins. I mean, I got the space for it. I just can't find them. So anyways, hopefully once it's all said and done, which will be by the end of this day, I will end this video. I'll show it one more last time, and I'll end this video, and I'll upload it for you guys. So look forward to that. All right, see you in just a little bit.
Here's his channel here.
All right, so let me start by saying, all right, next item I saw was. That's awesome. That was my channel being broadcasted on Shed Flips with Lonnie. So most of you may know, I did a little nitro challenge and sent it off to Lonnie to request for him to do the challenge. He did it. He has now sent it to Ryan over at Thrift Mine. Ryan has already acknowledged the challenge, and he is about to do it himself. So, but how awesome is that? My little tiny channel being broadcast on Lonnie over at Shed Flips channel. That's pretty cool. Anyways, finishing up this video, the building's about 90% done. There's still some stuff I want to do. I'm very pleased with the way the racks ended up. I'm very pleased with my space. I actually can walk around my building again. I feel very comfortable with it. That's awesome. I just kind of picked up over here. I didn't really do much like I've been planning to. I still have this bag of plushes that's sitting on the ground that has a bunch of like unicorn plushes and stuff in it that I want to get up. I'm hoping to be able to, well, I doubt it, but I would love to be able to fit them in bin A where I have a bunch of plushes, but there's so many down there, I doubt I could do that. So still trying to figure that one out, but I felt like I've worked hard enough on this building. I needed to get back to putting stuff online. We've already started putting stuff back in line. My eBay building was taking, my eBay was taking a huge hit. I wasn't selling that much stuff because I wasn't putting anything online. So we've started placing stuff back online, started building back up. We've already started selling stuff again, so things are moving. I already had to pick a few items out of the bin. That was awesome. Maybe next video I'll show picking some stuff out of the bins. That'd be fun. But anyways, that's it, guys. For everybody who's new to my page, since I was broadcast on Lonnie, My subscribers jumped, not way up, but it jumped up. So all you new people who are new to my page, my channel, thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy my videos. I try to keep on making more and more, but it's so hard at doing it part-time that you know, also I like to make a content of something that is not the same thing over and over and over again. So anyways, thank you for joining. Any people out there that are watching that enjoy the content, watch my other videos. I have some that are funny, some that are serious, some yard sales. You know, like, comment, subscribe, ask me some questions if that's what you want to do. If you end up buying something from my store, let me know that you purchased something. I will give you a shout out on the video, just like all the other YouTube, eBay people. But other than that, I got some future stuff coming up. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, we're going to do, I can't remember what big yard sale it is, but it goes from not Nashville, Tennessee, Knoxville. It goes from Knoxville, Tennessee. Well, it goes a long way, but we're going to hit the stretch from Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way to Bristol, Virginia. So be prepared for that. I'll take you guys along, show you the video. Hopefully I can get some of the stuff cleared off my shelf that's inventory, where I can gain more room on it and have more room to put stuff. But look forward to that. I have some funny videos coming up that I should have already made, but I haven't yet. So be prepared, guys. Thank you for watching. Like always, see you next time. Bye.